It's time for Seen and Unseen, where we reveal the stories behind the headlines. And for that, we turn to Fox News contributor Raymond Arroyo. All right, Raymond, the White House keeps saying the next interview or event will prove that Biden still got it.
Laura, he don't got it. Whether it was Morning Joe, the interview you showed earlier, where you could literally hear him flipping through the pages, or every public appearance, it only cements the impression of decline. To pick up on your earlier segment, watch Dr. Jill at this fundraiser on Sunday. She knows he's going off the rails, and she summons the troops.
4 guys about your size came running up to him. I thought the Secret Service was going to kill him. And they came running up, swear to God, true story, said, "Joe, what's all this damn stuff about Pennsylvania? You're from Delaware. You're from Delaware." Yeah, but it never leaves you. Never. Anyway, thank you.
Oh, no.
Laura, we've only been reporting this for years and years and years. Anytime he says, "anyway," you know it's a crutch and he's about to go disastrously wrong.
No, she's the human embodiment of the old hook they used to use in the old vaudeville shows, right? The big hook. Yeah.
Get off.
Get off. Yeah. When he starts rambling, get off.
With the campaign teetering, Laura, we decided to go down to the Essence Festival. This is the largest cultural gathering of African Americans to get the impressions of Biden now. Kamala Harris was there, too. She barely mentioned Joe Biden. This is a key constituency for the Democrats, but polls indicate nearly a 20-point slide for Biden among black voters. Watch. Do you have confidence in Joe Biden after that last debate?
I have more confidence in him than Trump, so yes.
No.
Is he too old?
Yeah, I was going to say that, but I didn't want to say it on TV.
Well, I'm undecided.
There are a lot of people that say Kamala Harris should take his spot.
She should.
Okay, yes.
I think that's a go.
I don't want to say this, but will he be able to remember good? I'm not trying to throw shade at him.
But I think Biden would have to go to the side. Now that I think about it, yeah, he would have to go to the side.
I do not have confidence in Joe Biden after that last debate.
Why not?
Because he looked like he wasn't focused. He looked like he had some dementia, you think? I think so. I think he looked like he's aging.
Very concerned. Very concerned.
I am not very confident because that debate was, oh my God, it was a sight.
I'm concerned. I am concerned.
I wouldn't say I'm confident, but I'm thinking it's possible. I'm hoping that it'll work out.
With his condition and his age, so it is definitely something that I am kind of, navigating with, trying to see how that's going to work out. So it did show some concerns, yes.
I'm not really a Joe Biden fan or a Trump fan, but I honestly feel like this country headed in the wrong direction when it comes to politics.
I have zero confidence, and finally everybody could see what me and other people have been seeing on how bad of a president he is. It's not always about the left or right, it's who actually going to get the job done.
Some years ago, I clearly saw what was going on with Joe Biden. And I think it's unfortunate when it comes to politics that we, the people who should have the voice, are not being honest about what's going on. We have parents who are suffering like that. I think it's elder abuse.
Laura, you see the split here in the African-American community, and it's reflected in the polling, and there is a gender split, but then I ask the most revealing question of all. Listen. Under who did you do better financially, Donald Trump or Joe Biden?
Trump did give us the stimulus.
That was Obama. Obama set that up, and he just followed behind.
No, he gave you two choices.
Yeah.
Biden or Trump. Trump. Financially.
I hate to say Trump.
Donald Trump.
To be honest, Donald Trump, because we did get the, the stimulus checks. My husband says Trump.
That's a hard question. Oh my gosh.
Donald Trump, honestly, I feel like the economy at the end of the day was in a better standpoint.
Inflation was down, gas prices was down, housing was cheaper, everything pretty much was cheaper. There was no wars going on.
That's a good question. I'm not prepared to answer that one.
Wow. Laura, you see the reticence there, but off camera, a number of the men at Essence told me they're voting for Trump, but they didn't want to say so on camera, and the polls reflect that.
Well, you see the divide also. Women tend to, support Biden more than men, so there's the gender gap. But even if Trump picks up 5% more of the black vote, or 7 or 8%, that's devastating. So he should keep doing what he's doing. Raymond, great reporting. I enjoyed that very much. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.